Hit it.
We are live.
Oh, I can tell we're live because I can hear you twice,
Yes.
Steve.
Likewise.
Double the pleasure. So you know how you know that you've actually married your soulmate? When you sit down to watch a movie and you say to your spouse, "Hey, I want to watch a Star Trek movie, but you get to pick." And then you're thinking of a Star Trek movie that you want to see, the one you really, really, really want to see out of the 20 that we own or 15 that we own or so, however many there are, we have that many. Anyway, and then he pulls out the exact one you wanted to watch.
Now,
Generations.
that is pretty good. Now, I did say old school, so I gave you a hint. It wasn't one of the reboots. But still, out of the
Yeah, but I had already
the 9 or
decided that's the
10.
one I wanted to watch before that.
Okay. Interesting.
So, yeah.
It was meant to be.
That is such. I didn't remember how many of the best scenes are in that. In the middle of the night, I woke up and I was dreaming, pretty little life forms.
Where are you?
Mm. And the is it the sisters Duras? They're Duras sisters, right?
Duras sisters, yeah. I think
When they Beverly and they say, "Oh, human women are so disgusting, repulsive." We have seen every single Star Trek movie the day it came out in the theater, except for the first reboot, which we saw the day before.
Yes.
Sandy's not seen Star Trek. Interesting. We can no longer be friends. No, I'm kidding.
Sandy, we're going to have to come over and correct that.
Sandy would have to make a lot bigger mistakes than.
We'll just stay in Vegas for a week and take her every day to a Star Trek movie. Actually,
Dave's here. All right, it is time for a roll call. They're trickling in here. We got Alan and Brett and Kevin and Dave and is it Jason, right? Oh, there it is. Nice, Jason. And Jill and Marty and Rick and Sandy. And I saw Kaylee. And let's see who else is in here. Is Ian here? I think Ian might be here. And Jill. Ooh, is Kiwi Spoon really here? I don't think so.
Probably not. Oh, another one.
Did I call out Marty? Yeah, I called out Marty and Kaylee. And where's Wheels?
Yeah, where are you, Frank? The other line. I hate this. Would you like another? Yes.
There's Ian. Yay, it's a party.
Frank won't be here.
Frank won't be here.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, better offer? That's no good. Yeah, it's a big part. Oh,
Ian
all
just
right.
popped
Kiwi
in?
Spoon is here. All right, cool.
Ah.
All righty. So, Kiwi Spoon, I don't know if you've been here in a long time. And I'm forgetting your name. Is it Chris? No.
Stephen.
Steve, look at Stephen. That's right. It's a name I couldn't think of. If you go into live show listen in Discord, you can hear it more real time. But if you like watching the video, that's fine too. All right. I need to put in a NosillaCast intro and start recording.
Kaylee had a better offer, but she was in the mood for sausage.
Nice. You know, I love, there's one good side to lock up. We've got way more friends in the live show than we normally do. Actually, that might be the widest breadth we've ever had. We've got New Zealand and Japan on at the same time. How far apart are you two in time?
They're real close in time zone. If not.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they happen to line
because they're
just
wrapping
north
around
and south.
the other side?
No, just north-south. They're just one's above the other. They're closer than we are. Let's put it that way.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah, Japan's pretty far west.
I'm bad at geography.
Japan's probably.
Hang on. I'm bringing up maps. I don't trust you.
All right, bring her up.
All right.
4 hours ahead. Okay.
Well, yeah, they're wait, where's Japan? There you go. Ah. Oh, but wait a minute. Are one of you's on the other side of the international date line, no? Or are you both?
Yeah, I think New Zealand is.
Is it tomorrow in Japan? Because I know it's tomorrow in New Zealand. So they might be like 20 hours apart, not 4. All right, you guys who do the date math. Okay, it's Monday in Japan too? Okay. Well, never mind. Well, you guys are close together, but you're like this part away from me. and I'm the center of the universe here.
So how is it on Monday? I was curious. Is it doing okay on Monday?
Japan 9 a.m., 1:04 p.m. tomorrow, 20 hours. All right. I don't do math. Give me an app to do that. All right. I should start recording. I'm muting Steve. Here we go. Hey, don't unmute yourself. Stop it. He's touching himself. Oh my gosh. That's Kaylee's classroom. Oh, that hurts. Okay. I'm going to start recording. Here we go. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Sunday, March 29th, 2020, and this is show number 777. Well, I'm terribly sad to say that this is the last week of CES interviews. I want to thank Steve yet again for his tireless work putting these together. He not only happily does the recording during the convention, he exports just the audio portion to a folder on our Drobo, so I'll have it for the show. He edits the videos, adding the graphics and music, topping and tailing it, as Don would say. He looks up the contact information to make sure he has the person's name called out properly. He looks up specific information from the vendors about the products and figures out their Twitter handle. He posts it all to YouTube and adds all the tags. He checks to make sure that YouTube has auto-generated captions, and if it hasn't, for some odd reason, which does happen from time to time, he pipes the audio out to otter.ai and he generates the SRT file for closed captions and imports it back into YouTube so the hearing impaired can read along. He tweets it, he puts it in our Facebook group, and he posts it to our Slack community, and then he updates our Airtable database. And you know what I do? I drag the audio file into Hindenburg. Yep, the first few months of the year are so very relaxing for me. I can concentrate on programming, I can work on my Screencast Online videos, I take longer dog walks, and I even watch a little TV at night. But that gravy train is over for this year after this show. How's that?
Oh, you didn't have to say all that.
Hey, Michael Price is here.
Oh, Michael,
and
welcome.
Buying the drinks. Oh, and so is Guy.
Yes.
Papa Goviro. I have no idea what the name is going to be. I can always tell him.
With a comment like the Great Wall of Japan, you know it's Guy. You gave me too much credit. I don't do the SRT files unless for some reason YouTube doesn't do the auto caption. Then I do.
You mean so the part where I said he checks to see if it's auto-generated captions, and if it hasn't, he pipes it. Do you listen to the show at all?
I do, sometimes.
Yeah, the only thing he doesn't do. Oh, good grief. Ian says, yay, Steve, for all the CES work.
Thank you. It's fun.
Oh, John's here. It's a three-way tie for the drink buying. You got here after roll call. You know the rules. Hey, where's Rose? Yeah. We don't have Australia here. All right. I am going to keep going here.
Did you do a save?
Shh. Stop unmuting yourself.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I
am not doing that. I'm sure. So it's not sticking. I'm not sure why.
Can you mute yourself?
Uh-huh.
He just put his mic away is what he did. Okay, here we go. This week's Chit Chat Across the Pond is the brilliant Rosemary Orchard. Rosemary is the author of the Take Control of Shortcuts book and co-host of the Automators podcast with David Sparks at Relay.fm. I asked Rosemary to come on the show because I absolutely love automation, maybe not as much as her, but I've never figured out a single shortcut that was actually useful to me. I asked her to come on and let me play the recalcitrant child saying things like, shortcuts are dumb. And then she would play the part of the patient teacher and show me how to do some useful things. We had just an absolute blast talking. It's sort of a hands-on episode where she actually creates some shortcuts live while we're talking, and she walks us through how she's doing it. Now, after the show, I chatted with her about a few other things I thought shortcuts could do, and before I could even try to make one, she had sent me the solution. You know, I'm always messing up the episode numbers because evidently adding 1 to the previous episode number is completely beyond my skill set. Well, she created a shortcut for the shows to solve this. All I have to do now is say, hey, S lady, next Chit Chat Across the Pond, and she will tell me the number. Isn't that awesome? Well, she did this by grabbing my RSS feed, grabbing the last episode from that feed, and then parsing the episode number using regular expressions, just like we learned about in Programming by Stealth. And then she does the highly critical task of adding 1 to the last number. I thought it was brilliant. I did kind of try to do this myself, but I'm definitely not skilled enough yet to have pulled it off. The good news is that I will never say the wrong episode ever again. As always, you can find this episode of Chit Chat Across the Pond in your podcatcher of choice by looking for Chit Chat Across the Pond Light, or you can listen right over at podfeet.com. All right.
So do a test. Try muting me because I'm not touching anything. Hands here. Go ahead.
I'm not. Yeah, hold your hands up.
So something's going wrong with Mimo.
That's interesting.
But I can mute.
Okay. So when I yell mute.
Yep.
What? That was mute. Why do I still get? I have every single device on Do Not Disturb. I just got a Facebook notification on my iPad, and my iPad mini got a Telegram notification a little while ago. Okay, I don't understand. No touchy. Steve using his feet to unmute.
Sandy, don't give my secrets away.
That's good. All right. So, all right.
Yeah, start off with Canvas.
Mute yourself if you would, please. All right, let's get started with one of the CES interviews. Yeah, so this next one, this is really cool. This is a company called Canvas, and they've created touchscreens that you can feel what's on the screen. Like they had it be sand, and it felt gritty like sand. They had lines in it, and you could feel the lines with your fingers. It was really, really cool. Oh. That's what I want. Marker 4. And I got to pull this. And I'm going to do this. And I hate doing this. And I'm going to go do this. If you guys appreciate these chapter markers. There you go. All right. Let's see how this sounds. All right. Let's get started with one of the CES interviews. One of the big problems we're facing in our digital technology today is that so much is screen-based that we have no tactile feedback. I've complained on my show, I've got a Tesla, and I can't change the air vents without using a screen, which means I have to look away from the view of the car, the way I want to be driving, and I don't think that's very safe. And it looks like Canvas may have a solution for that. So I'm talking to Greg Topol of Canvas. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so exactly right. So what we're doing is
all right. Why is that not going? There you go. All right.
One of the little things they demoed with that Canvas screen was, I think, a man who was about to shave, so he had a stubbly beard, and so you could rub your hand on his face and feel the stubble, and then you shave the face.
Oh, with our finger, you shaved him.
You shaved him, and then you could feel smooth face.
I should go watch these videos. They're pretty good. Yeah. I actually forget it so much because you've seen them recently. I haven't seen this since January.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy. That's why I brought it up.
I liked it. I forgot all about that. That's pretty cool. You can buy a developer kit for like $700. I think it was more if you got support, though. All right, what's going on over there? Okay, mute yourself, please. TANVAS.co. Thank you very much, Greg. This is fantastic.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, I thought that was really cool. Those Canvas touchscreens were amazing. If you're listening and you really want to go over and see the video because you can see what we're seeing. You can't quite feel it, though, but maybe someday. I would love to hear that a NosillaCast way got the development kit for this and did something fun. That would be really, really nifty. And I know this is definitely in the far future category, but it was really fun to actually see that future. Audio sounds terrible to me. Let me listen on playback. And you really want to go over and see the video because you can see, it sounds clean. It's so weird. It sounds like super noisy to me. Oh, Wooly Willy. I love those. It was one of my favorite things when I was a kid. I don't know why. I want one. I wonder if Forbes has one of those.
What is it? I don't recall that from my childhood.
You have never seen a Wooly Willy?
No. Is this
It's got
chia pet?
No, it's a little. You lay it down flat. And those are iron shavings, and you have a little magnet, a little red stick like this long,
Okay.
and you drag it around, and you put the mustache and beard on the guy, and you give him hair.
Okay.
Oh, I got to
right.
make a reminder. I have to buy one of these for Forbes. I mean,
is it kid
for
safe?
Forbes
for kids?
Yeah, it's all inside the thing.
Oh, it's captive. You can't get a hold of the shavings.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if he has.
Yes,
I wonder
Ian,
if he has
thank
an
you.
Etch-a-Sketch too.
Deprived.
Now that I think about it, I wonder if he has an Etch-a-Sketch. I could have all kinds of fun toys to play with. All right, let's listen to this.
Yeah, I'll take one.
This is definitely in the far future category, but it was really fun to actually see that future.
Having just gotten an electric vehicle, I'm really interested in charging solutions, and so
So, which did you give to the kids? The Wooly Willy? Actually, one of your kids is in college, Kevin.
Maybe it was a while
now, Steve,
ago.
Why didn't we buy a ChargePoint charger when we bought a new one for the house?
Because Tesla interacts with the car directly in a way the other chargers can't. It's tailored for Tesla vehicles.
Oh my gosh, the App Store has the app.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I got to go download that.
Of course, Kaylee would know that.
No, I'm totally. And by the way, I've had like 4 sips of wine. I just sound like I'm like, come on, Wooly. I've got to get this. It's $1. I'm so buying this right now.
Wow.
That's the best dollar I'll ever spend. Oh, good. It's got 3 stars. That's going to be awesome. Oh, you can put a mustache on a dog.
Oh,
what?
So you can pick different faces?
Apparently. I mean, come on. It's got to be better than 3 stars. Yeah, look. You could wait, let me put the brightness way down so you can see it. Look.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. You know what they need to do? Get your emoji in there so you could put one on yourself.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marty ate the iron filings.
Yeah.
His doctor said he could stop. Okay, should I keep working on the shake to erase? Nice. If you shake it, it goes away. That's awesome. Okay, I should probably play with that later.
Pay attention.
All right. Chapter mark. What's next? That was Canvas. It's going to be me. No. Wait a minute.
Stream from home.
Hang on. Marker 5 didn't get it. I could put in a marker and I saved and I made a chapter mark. I just didn't put anything in there. All right. All right. There we go. So now I can do the next chapter mark.
How come there are so many canvas markers in there?
Oh, that's weird.
Everything's
Have I just been crapping the... Sorry. Grabbing the... Okay. Have I really grabbed the same one all 3 times? I don't think there's a chance I did that.
You think it's buggy?
I don't know. But that's pretty weird. I mean, I could do something that dumb. What was the episode number? Hey, okay, sorry about your
6:31.
next chit chat across the pond.
Rosemary's or the
6:31. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird. I don't possible I did that?
I don't know. 3 times.
There's video record, we could find out. So what is this one?
That
How do I
should
get to
be
that chapter?
Canvas, as it is.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm just looking at
Okay,
the
that's this one.
link she
Okay,
gave
that
me.
says Canvas. Good. Okay,
And
so
then-
I'm gonna go to this one.
And then
So this
charge
one
point.
should be
Charge
the EV
point.
charger. I suppose it's possible I just copied the wrong thing 3 times. Good thing we have video of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's charge point, right?
Mhm.
All right, right. That's weird. That is like me, though. I am not in denial that I might do dumb things. Okay, so now, not that anybody else in my house is. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to do a preamble to this that's not in writing. So I have to do some work here. We go. Oh, I've been screwing around a lot. I should get to work. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wing it. Wish me luck.
No. Good luck.
Mute yourself. You know, a whole lot of people are trying to learn how to stream from home these days. And, you know, actually, it's not about streaming. A whole lot of people are trying to figure out how to work from home these days. And for nerds like us, it's kind of like, well, you just work like from home. And I think we take for granted the infrastructure that we built, that we have cameras and we have microphones and we have displays and we have laptops. And I don't think it's natural for people like us to actually grasp how hard this is for people. And I have an illustration for it of a story I want to tell you about a good friend of mine. This friend of mine is a district court judge. So he's a reasonably bright boy. You know, I mean, he kind of knows a lot. He's a smart guy. And he called me up and he was in an absolute panic. He had been sent home, been told he had to work from home, and they gave him a court issued iPad. And he said, now I've used this before, but they gave me a keyboard for it, but they didn't give me the charger and I don't know what to do. And I said, well, you know, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's probably a micro USB. And I said, oh, who makes the keyboard? And he goes, I don't know. I don't know who makes the keyboard. This is an unknowable fact. I'm like, okay, it's knowable, but all right. I said, tell you what, take a picture of it and text it to me. He goes, I don't know if I can text you a picture. I don't know how to do. This is really hard, Allison. This isn't easy for people like me. And I'm like, you can't text a picture. Okay. But he says he thinks he can try to do it. And I said, okay, do it. And he goes, well, no. I got to hang up first. I'm like, well, actually, you don't have to hang up, but okay, fine. Go ahead and hang up. Text me the picture. And I said, and while you're at it, look for any holes in this product that would let me know. It would help me figure out what you need. I figure I'm going to see a micro USB port, right? So he texts me the photo, and you know it's upside down and hard to see what it is, and the photo of the hole in it is of course micro USB, but it's way out of focus and everything. And I look at the picture, and I can tell that it's the Logitech. I forget which model keyboard, but it happens to be the same one that I bought my mother-in-law. So I know which one it is. And of course, it's got a micro USB on it. So I can give him we're going to be fine. So he calls me back and I said, yeah, you know, it's all you need is micro USB. Oh, I don't know what that is. I mean, I can't possibly, this is a terrible thing. And I said, well, no, I'm sure you've got some of this laying around, you know, I mean, you must have some sort of, you know, old cell phone or some sort of battery charger, maybe. No, Allison, we only have Apple products. We only have whatever you told us to buy. We don't have anything like that. No, it's not possible. And I said, okay, it's okay. I have a gallon-sized Ziploc filled with exactly the thing you need, and I don't need it back. I don't need any of these. So I found, I think it's actually a BlackBerry charger block. It was a little 5-watt charger, you know. And anyway, he came over and got it from me, and it was like I had made fire. And it just really brought into focus that people who are highly competent in their lives really don't know how to do this. So if you get a chance to help anybody, help them out. Okay, there. I am now going to read the article. Well, in that vein, Tom Merritt asked his co-host to join him for a Daily Tech News Show bonus show for us to talk about our home audio video setups. He was thinking if we shared our setups, it might help people who are suddenly working from home for the first time to get some ideas for their own audio and video streaming. Now, my first move was to share a link to Tom of my live show setup documentation. Now, this was purely for the comedy because it's pretty insane. Each time I get things stable, I think up some new cool thing I can do. If you doubt me, see last week's show where I talked about how I was trying to figure out how to broadcast live memoji video of me instead of my real video from when my hair gets too long without a haircut for months on end. Then I found out there would be a pretty big group of people on the show. So if I was going to get maybe even 5 full minutes to talk about it, it would be a miracle. I also thought even if I had a lot of time, would that level of complexity really help someone who's working from home for the first time? So I sat back and I looked at my tools and I thought about what makes the process easier, more comfortable, and actually improves the quality of my end products, but doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Let's start with talking about microphones. Alex Lindsay once said that the single most important thing about video is audio. Now, that sounds counterintuitive, but I think podcaster and Catholic priest Father Roderick von Hogan put it best many years ago when I heard him speak. He said, "Bad audio is fatiguing." Now, you can resonate to that, right? But do you really need a $350 high LPR 40 microphone to sound pretty darn good? Well, I did a shootout a long time ago between the inexpensive Audio-Technica ATR 2100 and that high LPR 40 I mentioned. And for the money, the ATR 2100 performed really, really well. If you like Bart Bouchat's voice on his shows and mine, you're listening to an ATR 2100. It's not only a great sounding mic, it can convert from, or can connect, I should say, via USB to your computer, but can also connect via XLR when you're ready to upgrade to the next level with an audio interface. The price of the ATR 2100 fluctuates a bit, sometimes as low as $60, but the retail price is generally around $99. I went to Amazon to pull a link to give to Tom, one of my Amazon affiliate links, of course, and I was positively shocked to see it on Amazon for $225. Sometimes you'll see this when a device is no longer being produced, and the ATR 2100 has been around for ages, but I looked over at B&H and it was listed at the normal retail price of $99. Now, I love me an Amazon affiliate link, but I am not going to recommend something for more than double the price just to make a couple of percent commission. Now, the good news is that when I went back to grab a screenshot for the article I wrote, the link to this jacked up price had been removed. Now, Amazon has now listed the ATR 2100X, which is the same mic but with an improved on-off switch, and it was listed again back to the normal $99 price. It looks like Amazon caught up with these price gouger folks and shut them down. Probably one of the most useful things I've added to my studio is a boom arm to hold my microphone. This might seem like overkill, but if you're working from home and that work area is dual use, it's important to be able to clear it quickly. Having my mic on a boom arm allows me to swing it out of the way when I'm not recording or streaming. When I am recording, I still have my desk in front of me clear. I don't have a microphone stand sitting in front of me. Now, up to a limit, the closer you are to your mic, the better the audio will sound. If you're even a little far from the mic, it'll pick up a lot of room sound. With a mic on a stand on your desk, you will always be fighting it to find a position where you can be right up on the mic and yet still get to your keyboard and mouse or trackpad. Now, a lot of people will go for the Blue Yeti, which I don't really recommend. When it's not, I don't know, it's a capable mic and it does come built into a stand, but it's super heavy and annoying to get out of the way. If it's on a boom, it's right where you need it, but only when you need it. Now, you can spend a fortune on a boom arm, but the Blue Designs Compass boom arm is only $100 on Amazon, or you can get it directly from Blue. The Blue Compass has nice cable management to hide the mess and has pretty smooth operation. Now, one thing a lot of people don't think to do when on a conference call is to wear headphones. But if you don't wear headphones and instead let the audio come out of the external speakers, that audio can feed right back into your microphone to the people you're talking to. It makes for one of the worst experiences. In my opinion, this makes headphones mandatory. If you're going to be on a lot of conference calls and other streaming situations, you're going to want a pair of headphones that are really comfortable. Maybe you can wear earbuds for 6 hours a day and be happy. Most people can't. I prefer to wear over the ear headphones. 13 years ago, I tried on a pair of Bose wired headphones at an Apple store, and they felt like I was putting on a pair of expensive, soft leather gloves for my ears. I didn't care about the audio quality, but the comfort sold me on these. The audio quality is good, of course, but that's not something I care about. After about a decade, the glorious ear cups started to disintegrate, and I was sad. But Steve was able to find replacements, so that investment has lasted me a very, very long time. Now, Bose sells the Quiet Comfort 35 Bluetooth headphones, which might work well, but they do cost $275. If you can deal with a wire like I do, the Bose Quiet Comfort 25S is a little bit less expensive at $190. Like I said, these things have lasted forever. Again, you definitely do not have to buy Bose or even over the ear, but think about comfort and don't skimp on this accessory. Now, webcams come in a lot of computers, but they're often not really great quality. If you're using a laptop, the angle at which the screen is comfortable might not be an angle that's flattering for the camera. I highly recommend, as do just about everybody, I can highly recommend the Logitech C920 webcam. It's got 1080p resolution and it gives a real nice wide angle view and gathers a lot of light. Now, when I was writing this, all of the links to the Logitech C920 on Amazon were serious price gouging. They're running anywhere from $250 to $330. Based on my research, I expect that Amazon will crack down on these as well, but we can still maybe buy from other resources. When I was writing this up, you could still buy it directly from Logitech for $79 and Best Buy for $70. Now, unfortunately, I've checked these recently when I was trying to help my buddy Rod Simmons buy one, and they weren't available anywhere because apparently every single person on earth has found out that the Logitech C920 is the camera of choice for working from home. But the main thing is don't pay $250, $300 for this thing. Do not do that. Keep your eye on logitech.com, look at Best Buy, look at B&H Photo. Just try and look around to other sources and you might be able to find it at the right price. Now, as of the time I wrote this article up, I was able to find the Logitech C920S, which is the same camera but with a privacy shutter. And, that could be really nice if you're recording in your home. At the time, that was only $70 on B&H Photo. Again, it's gone right now. The last time I checked, it might be back, but keep an eye on these different sources. Don't just think Amazon. Now, if you're on Windows, the Logitech cameras come with a very capable driver, but they don't ship a Mac driver. Do not get the Logitech driver, it's just stupid. The cameras will work out of the box on a Mac, but if you want more control, I really highly recommend webcam settings from Mac Terrace, which is available in the Mac App Store. I think it's like $8, something like that. Anyway, webcam settings allows you to adjust the white balance. You can zoom in to hide the clutter from that wide angle lens. You can turn off autofocus because by default, the C920 enables autofocus. And as long as you stay perfectly still, it works okay. But if you move around just a little bit, you'll notice your image goes out of focus and back in, which is very distracting to your videos. But anyway, a big, big shout out to Mac Terrace for webcam settings. Now, you know how if you try to take a picture without enough light, the image is going to be blurry if your subject moves even a little bit? Well, it turns out the same thing happens with video. If you don't have enough light on your face, your image will look blurry and smeary to your viewers. Make sure to have a light in front of you. You can add some backlighting, which also helps, but try to set up your work area so you always have light on your face. Now, you don't have to have a fancy LED light panel, but just make sure you have front lighting. With webcam settings or the built-in driver for the Logitech C920, you can change the exposure time so you can get the crispest possible picture. Now, I haven't used this one yet, but I bought the Nayu Light desk lamp on a boom arm with a ring of dimmable LEDs for Steve for his birthday for his studio lighting. But shh, don't tell him. His birthday's not for a few weeks. Well, I hope in a few months we can get back to trusting the first price we see. Last week, I tried to buy some sparkling water for $13, thinking at the last minute, hey, I should check that price. And I found out the going retail price for sparkling water for that volume was $3. Before you buy any gear, check around and make sure the price isn't inflated by unethical profiteers.
Did I hear
right,
something I wasn't supposed to?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
I lost
good.
my cursor. I have no cursor.
Oh, that's not a problem, I'm sure.
Got it. It's the weirdest thing that's happened before. It's very strange. No.
So
Oh, I found
if you
two
scroll back,
typos.
I'll go ahead and do this. If you scroll back, things got pretty hairy in the chat room. It started with this from
130.
Guy.
Are you going to paste it for me?
No, it's in the chat room. I just scrolled.
I know you're not going to make me scroll back, are you?
No, it's in the. Oh, you can't see the chat room.
Yes,
playback?
I can.
The
Do I
playback.
have to scroll all the way back and find it?
Okay, you're not watching the playback. All right.
Oh,
there,
over
thank
there.
You. Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
And it was followed by several others, but
oh my gosh. Okay. Scroll by.
There's the hairy loaf of bread.
Oh my god, you guys are nuts.
Is that Ted Bundy? Wow. Oh, and then Kaylee did this masterpiece.
Oh no. hang on. I got to move my own face. Go back. How are you guys doing that?
Everyone got the app apparently.
Okay.
Now Kevin says this is what it looks like after 3 weeks.
Okay, I'm trying to fix typos while you guys are screwing around. Where was it?
You can import your photos. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. You can import your own photos into the app. So you can basically put hair on anything.
Good. Did you do it with that that tool or with that game, Kaylee?
Yeah, I think she's saying with that game you can import any of your photos.
Okay. But I mean, is that how she did her own picture?
I suspect it is.
Heck, damn it. Well, I can't find that typo. How about this one?
Yeah. Michael says, big bump in app sales for Wooly Willy, thanks to NosillaCast.
What? I'm not seeing updates.
In the chat room?
Yeah. The last thing I see is Hairdo Harriet.
Are you scrolled all the way down?
I can't. My cursor won't get there. This is really weird. Well, let me finish this, finding this. Okay. I took screenshots of 2 typos and now I can't see the typos. Forget it. Okay. I'm not fixing them. Okay. What's next?
Next would be Matthias.
Nope.
Nope.
Next would be Pledge Break.
Oh. Where's Frank when you need him?
Well, he did a Pledge Break, but I'm not quite ready to play that. I had something else I wanted to say. Okay. Here we go. Mute yourself if you would. Last week, I explained that I wanted you to stop your Patreon contributions if you're in any way affected financially by the current situation in the world. One listener, Lewis Butler, did just the opposite. He became a patron of the Podfeed podcast. This is completely unexpected, and I really appreciate it. But seriously, folks, we'll be fine here if you feel you have to stop for a while. If you're looking for a non-financial method of supporting the show, maybe write a review in whatever iTunes is calling itself now. What is it? Is the podcast app maybe? Or go over to our Slack group at podfeed.com/Slack and contribute some thoughts. Add, links of cool things you found. Add deals you find in our deals channel. Or maybe give some encouragement to the NosillaCastaways who post in our channel called NC Show Off. It's a channel designed for the community to show off cool things that they've done. I love this channel because it gives members the invitation to show off things they're excited about. Bart posts there when a new episode of Let's Talk Apple or Let's Talk Photography goes up. Alistair recently posted an article he wrote as a follow-on to the DxO Photo Lab review he did last year for the NosillaCast. He demonstrates in that post before and after images on how much better sharpening and clarity he gets with DxO over Luminar. The Mac Quad posts whenever he's live streaming his music channel on Audio Reverb. And Dorothy just posted some stunning photos of tulips using the new Olympus macro lens she got for Christmas. You know, the community is so important to me. I hope you'll join in the fun and leave your wallets to better endeavors. There we go. All right. Now it's time for Matthias.
They got some pretty cool keyboards.
Yeah. I want the chat to work again. You know what? I'm going to quit and go back in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No, I can't. That's weird. Okay. Let me just disconnect and reconnect. It's on my iPad, so it's kind of a strange setup here. Oh, good. It's Sidecar that has crashed.
That'll do it.
All right. Kaylee, want to... Whoa. All my screens just went dark. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Yeah, that was scary. Okay, let me try it again. All my screens are going dark. There, we're back. Discord, bring it back up. Hopefully I can get back in. And it's in full screen on my Mac. Which, yeah, I'm working on it.
I see you.
Okay, just a second. Give me a sec. Okay, am I in? Oh, yeah, there's been a lot.
It's been a chatty session.
Yeah, really. There were 130 comments. Oh, I like that growing hair. And what rule did Steve break? There's no Hydra, there's only Zool.
What's the first rule of anything? You don't talk about anything.
Oh. What is John looking for? 27 clicks if I only had a mind map of the settings app. Oh, he spoke of Hydra?
Yes.
All right, whatever. I don't even know what you people are talking about. All right, let's see. Oh, I need a chapter mark for Matthias. What do you think? You think I should get the real link or just put in Canva again?
Give it a try. I don't think I'm updating. Let me fix this.
Updating what?
Your screen.
Oh, it's angry again?
There we go.
Let me check this intersection here. And leave your wallets to better endeavors.
Everybody loves a good keyboard, and one of my favorite keyboard companies is Matthias. So I'm here with Selena from Matthias, and she's going to tell us about their existing products and the new things they're announcing right now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so I guess we're predominantly known in the Mac space, and several years ago, Apple stopped doing a wide...
All right. I got to keep working here. All right. Quick recording. I've been in touch with Selena from Matthias, and she says she's going to send me one of their keyboards to try out. So hopefully a review will come along soon after that. Video hijack sessions. This is going to get nerdy.
This is one of your posts?
Yeah. And I could almost leave this to next week.
What's your timing?
I'm at 40 minutes. How long is Charmin?
Charmin's only about 4 to 5 minutes at the most. 4 minutes, I think. I can check but I have to bring up.
Yeah, but this one's gonna be long. It is. Let me see how many words long it is. Yeah, it's 3,000 words.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cheat. Take audio hijack out.
All right. And finish off with Charmin.
Yeah. All right. Don't tell anybody I had more content. I'm just not letting you have it. All right, here we go. And now, for the grand finale of the CES 2020 interviews, and I know Frank is really upset about it, we're going to listen to one that Steve very, very carefully chose for just this very honor. I'm going to play it.
Yes, I think
just
you should.
This very honor. Oh, I didn't put in the chapter mark. Oh, let me put the chapter mark in. What am I hearing? So much noise. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Well, when you see in the press list that there's a Charmin robot, you pretty much got to stop by. So I'm here with Greg Weaver of P&G. This is getting a lot of attention, isn't it?
It certainly is. You know, the premise is we've all been there, right? Stuck on the commode, no toilet paper, hello, no help in sight. This is the answer, the Charmin robot. You fire up your smartphone, the app.
Because you're playing on your smartphone anyway.
It's there anyway, right? You might have to stop playing baseball to fire up the app. You call the Charmin robot. It brings you a fresh roll of Charmin, saves the day. You know?
Okay, come on. Be serious. So what we're looking at here, this is audio and video, is a little robot that is being smart controlled by a phone here, and it has a roll of toilet paper on top, and that's its whole job.
That's its job. One job, and an important one, should you know.
Now, who is in charge of putting the Charmin onto the robot for you?
Yeah, that's something you're going to have to preload in advance. Again, these are conceptual prototypes, but these are real issues consumer has.
That's true. We have all been there. I'm glad to see that P&G is taking a lot of this seriously. Are you guys showing anything else here today?
We've got a couple other prototypes at our Charmin Go Lab. One is called Charmin Smart Sense. It's a device that hangs on your bathroom door. The sensors pick up the gases in your tube or your toot and tells you when it's safe to enter the bathroom.
You guys just sit around thinking of this stuff. This must be a fun place to work.
It comes from everybody. Everybody poops, everybody knows, right?
We've read the book.
Yes, of course. Our last concept is called VIP. It's a premium porta potty. It is virtual reality Oculus Rift enabled. So when you're at that show and you got to go, you don't miss a beat. You step in, you put in the VR goggles, you've got the best seat in the house.
Well, Greg, I think you've covered just about everything important that we have learned about at this show, and I'm glad you're our last interview of the night. This is I look forward to having a robot come to me with my Charmin. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the go.
I don't think that was even 3 minutes.
No, it was pretty short.
I like that.
So,
that meme there, Dudley.
When he first said "enjoy the go," I didn't quite understand what he was referring to. He is from Charmin's Go Lab. This is the creative part of Charmin, which created the VIP and the robot and so forth.
Wait, what VIP? What's VIP? Is that the smell thing?
No, that's the smell of. That's another product that they had. VIP was the virtual experience of a bathroom.
Oh, right. Why is Kaylee's posting a picture of my microphone and the Go Lab? Very important pooper. All right.
How did she get that?
Screen grab, I'm sure.
But that
all
is
right.
not.
That's the shirt I wore, so I'm sure it is, and that's one of my badges.
Ah, there it is. Got it.
Oh, okay. Brett says, "Enjoy the go" is the marketing slogan in their TV commercials. All right, I'm going to wrap things up here.
Wrap her up.
Come to me with my Charmin. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the go.
So I think the funniest thing about that video and hearing the audio is the fact that I didn't realize it was a joke until probably halfway through. So anyway, I thought Steve chose a very, very appropriate last CES interview for us to enjoy. And I, for one, am sad they're over, but I want to thank Steve again for all the hard work he did. And that's going to wind us up for this week. Do not forget to send in your dumb questions, comments, and suggestions by emailing me at allison@podfeet.com. And you can follow me on Twitter @podfeet. Now remember, everything good starts with podfeet.com. You want to become a Patreon in spite of my better advice, or you want to go over and cancel yours right now because you really need the money, podfeet.com/Patreon. If you still want to donate, but you just want to donate once, that's podfeet.com/PayPal. Again, do not do this. If you have any financial troubles, do not. I promise me, okay? Don't do it. If you want to join our Slack group like we talked about, that's podfeet.com/Slack. If you like to hang out on Facebook, we can talk to you there too. That's podfeet.com/Facebook. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show, which has been absolutely hopping since everybody's home and bored to tears, you can do that by coming over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights. Okay, dagnabbit, that was a good run, and then I had spit in my mouth. Let's see. If you want to join in the fun of the live show, which, by the way, has been absolutely hopping with everybody home and bored, head on over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And you know what? You can hang out with people from New Zealand all the way to Japan. It is, and every place in between. It is a whole lot of fun. You can do that on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic NosillaCast castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. I think I said 5 p.m. Pacific time twice.
Well, it doesn't hear.
Head on over to podfeet.com/live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And you know what? You can hang out with people from New Zealand. Yeah, it's okay to say it twice.
Yeah.
All
Marketing.
right. Well, that's it for the CS interviews. It's over.
Yeah. 48 was a record. I think our highest number of interviews was last year at like 38.
Really? So this was
Yeah.
10 longer?
Yeah, you are an animal.
Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. I was an animal. Yeah, you know, knowing how nice it was to have this last really long time, Steve, we're hitting 58 next year.
Oh, gee.
Maybe we can get going enough that we lap, like you'll still be finishing some.
Well, this one was 3 months, almost a full 3 months.
Well, we thought we were going to have CSUN interviews,
That
but
won't be
that didn't
happening.
work out. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need to edit the show notes to take out interesting audio
Let me
hijack
check that.
sections.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1. Yep, 6.
I gotta go. What's our next one? 778. Hang on. Hey Siri, next NosillaCast.
The next episode of the NosillaCast is 777.
Did you hear that?
Could
Isn't that cool?
Rosemary have helped you with that little shortcut by chance?
Did you listen to the show? Nope. Yes. All right, guys. I am done. I'm ready to export. This was fun. Looks like you guys had a good time here. What is
Thanks
John?
for that, John.
What is that? Is that a homemade bidet?
Homemade
That's
bidet. A
disgusting.
hand-pumped bidet.
Jill says captive audience. Like you guys had nothing better to do.
Right.
Yeah. People love Totos, huh? We went with what is the brand? Can't remember the brand. But yeah, if we run out of toilet paper, we're covered.
So to speak.
Cover our what? All right. Well, the show is exported as 5:53. Should we let the class go early or should we make them watch me upload it and stuff like that?
It's up to you. It's your show.
Oh, I got something I could show. Hang on. Let me go to open up NDI
I
again.
lost your
and I'm gonna
NDI. Oh, you turned
No,
it
I
off.
know,
Okay.
I know, because I'm switching
Got
it. And I will change the shape of it. Don't freak out. Hang on. Don't worry. There. Let me change the shape. Okay. Show my screen.
Whoa.
All right. Now watch this. Watch this. Are you guys ready? Hide seconds.
What will she do? Oh my God.
Show seconds. Hide seconds. Show seconds. Huh?
That is
Huh?
amazing. How did you do that?
Look at that. A lot of coding. Actually, it's a little bit of code, but it took a lot of time. That's what I do for fun. We the next part of the assignment is I've hidden part of it, but let me open it up a little bit and hopefully you'll see it. Is I have a 20 wait, you aren't showing it, Steve. I have a 24-hour clock switch that I'm going to be able to do that this will change it to a 24-hour clock. And then you're going to be able to choose your time zone.
Well,
It's a
why don't you
lot of
just
excitement.
click that 24 12-hour clock button?
Okay.
See what it does. Okay.
So
More
I haven't
work.
added the click. I haven't added the click handler to it yet because I'm working on the logic. Because I've got a logic loop that says if this seconds one, this one up here, if that's checked, then show the seconds. If it's not checked, don't show the seconds. But the 24-hour clock can also have seconds. So I don't really want to do nested loops in this. I could, but it's going to start to get real messy. And Bart's he's going to add some other requirement later. So what I'm trying to do is be able to build the logic in a simple, or not have to have nested loops, but instead build up the framework of what the display is going to look like, because I don't trust him.
So by
I know
watching
he's
that
gonna change.
clock, by watching your clock with seconds, you can see how jerky the NDI update is. Look at how.
Unfortunately, with it in that part of the display, that's the one thing I can't see.
Okay, how about this? Can you see that? Now watch the
Yeah.
seconds. How they are not really continuous.
Oh, 49 is missing. Oh,
This is what
that's
NDI. This is
You know what?
it can't handle the bandwidth, I think.
So notice the time of 5:56 and send something to Oliver. That is a great illustration
Yeah.
of what
should
we
do a
miss with NDI.
Screen recording. Let me record
Yeah.
this.
Well, no, you don't have to screen record. You've got
I guess
it on
I can
YouTube.
show it on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was at 5:54, 5:55. Make a note.
Yep. It'll be easy to find with that big white screen.
Yeah. So I'm out of wine.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's the end of the show.
That's what I'm saying. Actually, put my screen back up.
All
I want
right.
to show people what I do. So when we're done with the show, I go to auphonic.com. I go to new production, and I choose a preset that I have built for the NosillaCast. And then I choose a file. And you can't see that I'm choosing a file. That's interesting. But I'm going to go choose NC Audio. I'm going to choose 329.m4a. And now there's a file selected. And then I'm going to change the title. And I'm going to use a text expander snippet NC-EP semicolon. And then it puts it in. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say start production. And for some reason it doesn't start production. You have to start production. If you forget that, it'll take a while. So my upload speaks really fast. This is what I notice the most when I'm not at home, is how long this takes. But once that gets going, then it will go off and it's going to transcode the file. So it's going to take it from an M4A. This is a pretty big file. Let's see how big this is. This is, let's see, audio. This file is 108 megabytes. And it's going to compress it down, make it into an MP3. It's going to take all the chapter marks, put it all together, and it's going to ship it over to Libsyn. Now, everybody's been talking about how the websites have been having bandwidth issues, and I experienced it last week. It was kind of terrifying. Is Auphonic finished and said, yep, I've sent it to Libsyn, and Libsyn said, nope, I don't got it. And then finally it said, yeah, I got it, but I've got it in draft. And then that was like another 15, 20 minutes. And then finally it was uploaded. And so it was real interesting to see where that bottleneck was between those two web services. But anyway, it eventually got there, but I panicked. So I'm glad I got this started early. But it's time to go. Everybody's saying goodbye. Rose isn't here. I guess I'll say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Stay safe. Stay inside. Have fun. And we'll get through it. All right, everybody. Bye. Say goodbye, Steve.
Bye, Gracie. I was on your screen the whole time that when you were doing that, so they didn't.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to show.
Good night.
All right, guys, I'm hanging up.
Me too.
Oh, there. Kaylee put in good night, Gracie. That's perfect.
Nice.